Hey everyone, Alex here and welcome back to another Conqueror 2 video. So, uh, yeah, okay, so a few of you guys have suggested that we will be doing Conquer Europe 1939 as the Romanians. So, let's start with that right now. So, first things first, we have enemies to the west and the east. Of course, the enemy to the east is the more troublesome one. So first things first, let's attack this tank right here, minus 30 health. And okay, let's move this guy here. And so what we will be doing is to buy a city right here, buy an infantry, and move this guys, that guy over there, and yeah, okay, let's move that guy back, and this guy. Okay, so we are going to be trying to take out the Yugoslavs first, so that we can take the Soviet Union out, like, you know, without any worries that our rear is, you know, gonna have enemy forces coming in. So we will be taking out the Yugoslavs first, but we of course have to keep a little bit of an army on our eastern border, just in case the Soviet Union tries to mess around with us. And yeah, okay, so let's see right here. Okay, so the Germans are making a lot of progress into Poland. They've taken like almost half of Poland right now. The Germans should also be attacking Paris right now. And yeah, okay, so now the Soviets are going to attack the Finns, which, you know, they are just gonna hold up pretty well, because this is not 1943 where the Soviets have a ton of heavy tanks to throw at you. And yeah, so okay, so the Soviets are definitely going to crush us. Like, they won't crush us, but they will try to crush us. And yeah, okay, so the Germans are going to fail completely at taking out the French. They will need the help of the Spanish, because, you know, our allies just completely suck, as I've said before a lot of times. And okay, so Barcelona is under attack from the French. The Italians will be helping us out in taking Yugoslavia and Greece out, of course, taking out the two countries there. And yeah, okay, so the Poles, yeah, they're not gonna do a lot of, they're not going to resist a lot. They have very limited forces. And yeah, Barcelona is now safe from any French attack, because they got 4 units there. And yeah, so the Yugoslavs are gonna almost completely destroy our army in the west, which is basically just 3 infantry units. And the Bulgarians are going to help us out a little bit, so they have cut us off. And now access to the Greeks is impossible via land. We will have to land our forces in Turkey, establish a base there, and take the Soviets and the Greeks out. Hopefully our allies are up to the task. If they don't, then that is really a waste of time. Then yeah, okay, so Norway is just gonna do its thing and attack Sweden, which, you know, I don't really mind. And okay, so now let's take that city right there. And okay, so let's okay, so what we are going to do is to retreat a little bit. We are going to be taking out this tank right here, and let's take this city, and we will be putting an infantry right here, because the Soviets, they are gonna come for us. They will come for us, in fact. And okay, let's end the turn again. So before we can muster a huge army, our turns are gonna be really short. And yeah, so the Germans have a lot of forces on the eastern front against Poland, which, you know, it's great. It's gonna help us out a lot. And they don't really have a lot of forces on the western front, which isn't great. Okay, so the Belgians and the Dutch have gone down. And can the Germans take out the Danes in this round? Let's hope so. Okay, so Warsaw is going to go down in a couple of moments right here, which is great. You know, it's really, really great. And the Finns and the Soviets are gonna fight it out to our north, and yeah, that's gonna wear down the Soviets a little bit. And yeah, okay. So now our main priority is to take out the Soviet forces attacking us, advance to Kiev, and take Astana as well. Then we have the whole southern side of the map under our control. That way we will have enough income to, just muster a huge army and attack every single direction we want. And yeah, the German attack on Norway is going to fail horribly because, the Germans are our allies this time, and our allies' AI do suck a lot. Okay, so the French have taken Zurich, and the Gaul is almost dead, but that doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so the Italians are gonna airstrike, and the Italians are also going to attack the French. Okay, so the Yugoslavs have gone down, and let's hope the Bulgarians can take the Greeks out on this by themselves. If not, it's gonna be a little bit of a trouble to transport forces to the Black Sea, take out that Turkish ship right there, and but we've got to keep an army just in case the Greeks do break through, and that will not be good. So, okay. The heck? Okay, whatever. Ignore that noise right there. Okay, so the Germans have failed to take the Danes out last round, and now the Norwegians are going to just take Stockholm in a couple of rounds. So let's advance to the east again. So we'll be leaving this infantry here, and okay, so looks like we will have to abandon this city right here, and we will be retreating a little bit to a more defensive position, which is over here, and it's also closer to Bucharest, which is where we will buy our infantry from. And yeah, so the Soviets are going to take this city back, which isn't really that great. I don't really want to do that, but we have no choice because we have overstretched ourselves a little bit, which isn't great. So we will need help from the Hungarians to take the Soviet forces out before we can start to advance again. And the Germans are going to be our greatest help right here. And yeah, so they just attacked the British when they could have dealt the finishing blow to the Danes. Yeah, okay, so anyways, the Germans have just made it to the border between Poland and the Soviet Union. So the Germans are now going to start to advance into the Soviet Union a little bit, and then they will just fight it off and just be a stalemate because they I don't know, the Germans have superior forces, but the Soviets have superior numbers, and that kind of matches them up evenly. So it will be generally it will be a stalemate unless they could break through and just capture the opponent's cities. And okay, so the French are attacking the Spanish, advancing a little bit into Spain, and okay, the Italians are going to take Corsica, which is nice. And okay, so the French will not be losing their city because the Spanish sucks. Yeah, okay, so the Hungarians are coming to our aid, which is great. And okay, so the Finns are advancing closer and closer to Moscow, and by that time Rokossovsky will be activated, something like oh my god, dang stupid activator. And okay, so we will be taking this industry right here. And so what we want to do now is to build up our income, and let's take this right here. Let's move into the Caucasus, move this artillery to the east, And let's try and take Astana. The interior of the Soviet Union is really poorly defended, and we can just advance really quickly, which is great. And whoops, sorry for that. Okay, the Danes have been defeated, and now Germans are gonna. Okay, so it looks like the Germans will be taking Paris, which is great, and let's hope that they can take Minsk as well. No, not so fast, I guess. And yeah, so the Germans will have to bring up new forces from Warsaw to take Minsk and Kiev. But the Soviets are counter-attacking. They have, the Poles are also there, which, they are, right now they are more of annoying than of an actual threat. The British will be trying to land, which is going to bog down quite a bit of the German forces that is attacking Paris. And yeah, so Corsica will fall to the Italians, and the Spanish will be moving up France. Okay, so looks like they have broken through, and that means something, which means we will have to defend with all our might, because the bulk of our army is right now in the east, and my artillery is really immobile, which I don't really like at all. I hope, sometimes I just wish that this guy could be in a tank, but no, it's not gonna happen. So let's take that, and we're going to be taking Sofia. So let's take this city right here and attack the Soviets. So okay, we will be taking a little bit of land from the Turks because we need as much income as we can. And yeah, so okay, the Germans are going to crush the Soviet counterattack. That's my prediction anyways. Okay, so the Germans are also moving forward in the Western Front, which is great. And the British, okay, so the British they're just gonna fail all of their landings. And can they take, okay, closer to taking Paris this time round, but not so fast, I guess. And the Soviets are going to just focus their attention in the north against Finland and the Germans, which means they are going to leave us relatively, they're going to leave the southern sides relatively undefended. And okay, so now that the British only have one armored car over there, that means that once the armored car is down, the Germans can advance and take Paris out really quickly. Okay, they've just lost a tank, which isn't great. And okay, so the Italians have a tank at Belgrade, which, is not gonna really do much, I guess. Okay, so now we need to take Athens. That is our primary goal right now, instead of taking Astana, because it's closer to us and more accessible. And okay, so the Hungarians are gonna help us out a little bit. The Norwegians, once they land in Finland, then the Finns will just pass away. And we are at round 6 right now. So let's move that guy here. And what we will be doing is to buy an infantry here. And okay, let's move that guy here and put another infantry. Move him here. Okay, so now with this guy at Bucharest, we can attack. Okay, never mind, forget what I said right there. So let's take that guy out. And okay, let's move into Turkey. So okay, let's put that guy in front. So yeah, okay, so the Germans will be the German fleet is which is basically one battleship, is going to face one ship from the British and one ship from the Norwegians. And the Norwegians, they're focusing all of their attention on the Swedish. And okay, so the Germans have taken Minsk, but due to leaving the city undefended, the Soviets are probably gonna take it back, and the Finns are suffering quite a bit of damage, which isn't great. Okay, looks like the armored car is just gonna stay put at Kiev, which is great. And now the Greeks will go down, and we can start to move our forces back east again. Yeah, that's just how the way it goes, man. And okay, so let's see. Okay, the French are gonna counter-attack. The Spanish are not going to do anything, which means they still have quite a bit of income. And so now the Italians will have to step in and fight on two fronts. Okay, so the Italians have taken Lyon. Great. Although Lyon is really quite a sucky city. A level 4 Lyon is not as good as like a level 3 Barcelona. You know, like seriously, that's how bad it is. And I'm not trying to pull your leg or anything like that, but that is really, really the case right here. And okay, so Norway has no forces in Scandinavia. So okay, we will be attacking that guy. Minus 31, and that guy just leveled up, I think. Oh, this is the Hungarians. Okay, so let's finish that guy off right there. And what we will be doing is attack that guy. Minus 15. Okay, let's take out the... Okay, what the... Oh my god, we can't take Athens. Yeah, this is why armored car sucks. You know, this is why the armored car sucks. Yeah. Moral of the story, never use armored cars. Always use infantry. Although armored car may be good with its mobility and stuff like that, but armored car sucks at attacking. Yeah, which isn't great, you know. Yeah, okay. So the Germans will need a little bit of help, I guess, in taking Paris, because they are refusing to move their forces from Brussels and Amsterdam when they can actually just leave it alone and take Paris. You know, yeah. Okay, so the Germans will be locked in stalemate once again with the Soviets, although like the Soviets are relatively like overstretched. And yeah, right now I don't know what to say. Okay, so right now things aren't really looking good for Germany. The French are counter-attacking. The Spanish are just unwilling to help. Let's just put it that way. The Italians are the major ally that's really doing much against the French. Okay, so the Spanish have just taken that city, and the Hungarians are gonna move to the east. And right now the Hungarians are our biggest help, because they are our biggest source of help. So let's end this video off by finishing off the Greeks right here. And so let's move this infantry back, and let's move all of these guys, you know, back to the east. And right now we are back at it again, attacking the Soviet Union. So now we can focus our attention on the Soviet Union, which is great. So I'll be ending off the video right here. Thanks all of you guys for watching this video. If you have liked this video, please do remember to leave a like. And yeah, that's it. Thanks all of you for watching this video. Have a nice day, and of course, goodbye.